Okay, so now we're ready to talk about data delivery. So data delivery in freeform I/O is a concept that allows us to take the data that we validated through the application that we know is ready to go, and we want to deliver it somewhere. Now, we'll cover various delivery topics like updating a database or sending data to a third-party web service, but for the time being, we're just going to focus on sending out an email that has the information that we collected through our form. So to do that, I'm going to return to SitePilot, and I'm going to go and I'm going to edit the button. Okay, so far we've had a dashboard with individual gizmos inside, and each gizmo sort of stands on its own. But a button is actually a bit more complex, and it can support its own sub-gizmos. So it's here that I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a new gizmo. All right, so I'm going to create a gizmo, just like I did before. I'm going to go in and configure the gizmo. And what I want to do is I want to say, first I'm going to give it a title. So I'll call it, say, G send email. Okay? And then I'm going to go down and I'm going to pick from a list of delivery gizmos. Okay? So these are all things that can go inside of a button. All right? And the one I want is delivery email. So this is a gizmo that's configured to take the information that was collected through the freeform application, and it's going to email it to an email address that I specify. So I'm going to load up that configuration, and then I'm just going to say, look, I want to send this to csumner@itrium.com. It's going to come from csumner411@gmail.com. And this is important here, this from address. It needs to be a valid from address from the mail server you're using. So we'll work with you on that to make sure that's correct. And then I'm going to give it a simple subject. So data delivery from freeform I/O. Okay, so I have a subject. I'm sending it to csumner@itrium.com. I'm sending it from csumner411@gmail.com. And then I'm going to specify that I want to send a pre-configured email, which is just the input values that were gathered through my application. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to return to my form. I have to refresh the form because I've made a change to the dashboard. And then I'm going to type in my name, Craig Sumner, and my email address. I'll send it to csumner@itrium.com. Okay? And I'm going to submit it. So when I submit it, the dashboard completes, it refreshes, the email is going to be sent. And I'll go pop up my email quick, and you'll be able to see here as soon as it comes through. Wait for that just a second. Okay, here's my email. So the data delivery from freeform I/O, and here are my two input fields: my name, Craig Sumner, and my email, csumner@itrium.com. Okay, next we'll talk about just notifying the user of the system that the email was actually submitted, because as it stands right now, they have no idea that anything has happened here. Okay, we'll cover that next.